Hey y'all, welcome back to Candid Conversations with Coffee Crime Club. Today we have a very, very special episode because we have some folks in the building. We have Off the Rip.
Come on now, you know what it is.
Like
you know
they
what
did
it
on
is.
their
What's
podcast.
happening?
Let's clap it up for them.
What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, so today our conversation, and I'm sorry that I keep hitting you with this, is talking about nobody prepared us for this. This is a conversation about adulthood, expectations, success, identity, and the realities of growing up that nobody truly talks about. We'll also mix in some unpopular truth, hot takes, and fun games at the end.
Yep.
So let's dive right into the first segment. So let's meet Off the Rip a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, can you guys introduce yourselves? Give us a little background.
Go ahead, Staff. Go ahead.
What you call it? I'm Staff for everybody. My real name Eric Stafford. For the ones that don't know me, I'm just a person that's in the podcast space. Off the Road was created in 2020, and just trying day by day to become more of a better media handle. You know what I mean? More of a, I would say, content and known podcaster in this realm. And I think me and Mathis and our team, Off the Rip and Take the Risk, I feel like we have the opportunity to be one of the biggest in Gen Z. So that's a little bit about myself.
For sure. A little bit about me. I'm Jay Mathis, a.k.a. Jalen Mathis, a.k.a. DJ Lunatic.
Yeah.
I came into this space in January. Staff gave me the call like, hey, bro, I need a co-host, and I feel like you that guy. I always feel like I had a lot on my mind, a lot to speak on. So I feel like this was just a God-ordained type of opportunity and alignment. So ever since then, it's just been up and stuck. We started Take the Risk, and it's just been going up from there. So, yeah.
And before we didn't even say where we from. We from St. Louis.
We from the
Lou,
Lou, man.
They
Come
from
on
the
now.
Lou.
Shout out to
We
the
always want to
314.
represent our city, man.
Come on
So
now.
we just want everybody to know we from the 314.
That's it. That's
Ever
it.
made, and we just trying to make our city proud.
That's
Clearly,
it.
he got that St. Louis
That's
hat
it.
on.
They
Come
both
on
got
now.
the St. Louis hat
Oh,
on.
Come on
look,
now.
you too.
You already
Okay.
know.
And you know, my family's from St. Louis too. So
Yeah. Great
Already
ties.
known.
Great ties.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about Off the Rip. Just give us like a couple sentences on like what y'all talk about on there. You know, why y'all started Off the Rip.
I can touch on that, and then I'll pass over to Mathis. So, first off, shout out Ibrahim Woods, man. Ephraim Woods. It was all because my big homie at first. I'm in 2020 when I'm like 19, 20 years old. I was a hard-headed, college basketball player trying to chase hoop dreams. You know what I mean? Pandemic was going on, and my big brother called me and was like, man, you need to, like, while you sitting down, college is closed and everything, you need to look into doing, like, vlogs. And then, back then, before pandemic, blogs was really popular. So vlogs was kind of getting in the mix.
Yeah.
But, like, typing up a lot of blogs and stuff was still real popular. So he like, you need to really get into this lane, especially if you're trying to pursue media. So I'm like, I ain't really feeling that at the time. I'm trying to just hoop, chase that. And then my right hand, Earl, he had hit me like on winter break, was like, man, you need to look into doing podcasts. That's when $1 Million for Game started popping. Breakfast Club, Joe Budden podcast like that really started taking off. And he was like, I can see you in this space, especially young. There's not a lot of kids doing it. And I'm like, I'll only do it if other 4 homies at the time would do it with me. So we ended up starting Off the Rip. Through the years, I would say we all ain't here no more, but I would say still shout out them because they made the base, the foundation. As in Mathis, I feel like adding him on, and like Oak really, I feel like picked it up and just took it to another level. So that's how it started.
Awesome. And then Jalen, can you tell us a little bit about like what y'all talk about on Off the Rip?
Yeah, so we started Take the Risk as another segment of Off the Rip. So Off the Rip was more so your sports related. Like a lot of folks that he would talk to would be like, also musical artists, coaches, different basketball players talking about their journey and stuff like that, So we talked about Take the Risk. I was like, okay, well, we want to focus on motivation, education, and inspiration. Right. And so I was telling E, I'm like, a lot of podcasts, they'll talk to you from a stance of like they've already achieved their success. So they talking, reflecting on their journey. I said the difference that Take the Risk is going to have and the angling that we're going to have is that we're going to talk to you in the midst of achieving our greatness and achieving our success. So how we approach things is we talk to you like as we're evolving and as we're growing within our journey towards whatever the visions that God has given us. And we're giving free game, you know what I mean? Like, and I think we giving the realest game too. It's not like we on our podcast talking about, women ain't this, 50-50,
Black conversation.
spin that shit,
Well,
like we ain't on that. Yeah,
Well,
we ain't on that.
Go,
Yeah. We really talking about actual games. So yeah,
Okay.
that's really what it was, and that's how Take the Risk got started as that segment for Off the Rip.
Sydney, who was their first collab on Take the Risk?
Talk
I think it
about
was
it.
like these two like beautiful, magnificent, gorgeous,
You know what I'm saying?
smart women
Who also have a podcast.
who also have a podcast, which I
Yep.
think you guys are currently watching.
That's it.
The Coffee Crime Club. Yeah.
Shout out y'all big time
Yeah.
for being on. Honestly, me and Mathis, our team, I think we feel like we definitely got good chemistry with y'all.
For sure.
Like, hopefully we can collab.
Yes,
we want to keep
like,
collabing with y'all in certain ways.
We definitely love talking to y'all. I have a
Yeah.
question. Either one of you guys can answer. How has building this podcast changed you as a person? Anybody can.
You go first, Mathis.
Let me go first. I think for me, it has caused me to be way more introspective than I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think, my approach when it comes to us having guests and when it comes to our conversation, I'm the one that drafts the questions and things of that nature. So I get a lot of my inspiration from Mel Robbins, from Jay Shetty, from Speedy Norman.
Okay.
And I think for me, it allowed me to study the game a lot more when it came to questions. Like, I think about what is a psychological approach towards these questions that's going to captivate our audience, but also extract a genuine answer out of you an actual question that you normally wouldn't hear about. So that's really like how I feel like it increased my depth of just understanding, and also from a conversational standpoint, like it's easy. It became easier for me to start to just spark up random conversation with E, and we'll talk for hours, even on the phone, like, and even with anybody else I would talk to, like. So I feel like that's how it made me better.
Amazing.
I feel like for me, it gave me a different purpose after like the hoop at the college, and once the ball stopped bouncing, like I feel like once I started taking this real serious and seeing what could happen with my life, I feel like God just really opened a lot of doors. And I would say, like I said, just gave me another battery, another grind, because I feel like once the ball stopped bouncing, a lot of people that come from inner city, especially St. Louis, don't know what's next for them. So
Yeah.
definitely chasing career goals in the work environment every day. But I think this podcast gave me a different purpose where it's like I can do something with my friends and still chase something special.
Yep.
And I think this space is new. So it's so many new people that can be on that Mount Rushmore. You know what I mean? Where I feel like we was telling y'all, only 10% of people that do podcasts get past 10 episodes. And so many people have a so-called podcast nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would say that changed me a lot, just giving me a different goal to chase. And I think this too, I would say making me a better leader in a way where making me more of a people's person where I'm out in the field, just connecting with the people. I feel like especially 2026, I feel like me and Mathis, the rest of our team, we just been doing a good job on just trying to build more community. Like we haven't really focused on guests as much. It's been more like, let's get a community behind us where people know that we real and we genuine, and that when y'all see us, we actually just normal people that like to kick it and have a good time. So I feel like that's my little spiel on how it changed us.
I was gonna say, I seen how y'all be kicking it. Y'all had Deep Ellum turned out.
Man,
right?
okay, because they had the link up.
Listen.
Tap in.
Tap in.
Shout out
They
B
had
Mac and Data Fed
everybody
too.
from Dallas in the streets of
When
Deep
The whole
Ellum.
city
When I
was out.
tell you.
I like what you said about kind of like coming from an inner city environment. A lot of young men or a lot of people in general just like don't know what's next. I see that a lot. Like, I just remember growing up in high school and stuff like that, Baltimore. People had hoop dreams, but then like when they didn't fulfill those hoop dreams, it was like they kind of crashed and burned because they didn't know what to do next.
Yeah.
And they're still 10 years later, oh man, I
Still
tore my
chasing.
Achilles
Yeah.
back in. I'm like, all right, baby, but like what's next? And I feel like a lot of times we don't teach people the different avenues that they could take that's not just sports.
Yeah.
Because black men, you're worth way more than just, dribbling a ball or throwing
That's
a ball
real.
down the field. There's so many different avenues, and women. I will always plug in the women.
For sure.
There's so many other things you could do. So I really like what you said about that. I resonate with that. We're going to go into a different segment.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
okay.
the main segment, nobody prepared us, because basically, sometimes you get into the realities of adulthood and nobody warns you about a lot of things that come with becoming an adult. So we really wanted to bring you guys on for this segment so we can kind of discuss those things. So we're going to kind of, everybody can answer these. But what's the biggest lie that you guys were told about adulthood?
That I gotta work the same job for 40 to 60 years of my life and then retire and live off of my 401k and my pension or whatever the union gave me. I said, nah, I ain't doing
I'm
that.
not
Yeah.
doing
Like,
that.
No disrespect to the baby boomer generation and like
None.
millennials and all that other stuff, but I hate to say, can we curse on here?
Yeah.
Fuck 401k. That's not what we chasing.
Whoa.
Hold on, baby.
Wait,
Hold
wait,
Hold on, wait a minute, brother. Hold on, wait a minute, brother. Wait a minute.
Hold on,
Wait a
baby.
minute, brother. Wait a
I
minute.
got a lot of money now.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Hold on now, brother.
I checked my 401k.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I
Hey,
needs my 401k.
we're gonna take that one. We're gonna act like we ain't heard that.
That's
We gonna
a
act
hot
like we ain't heard
take,
that.
but I'm just saying. I feel like for me,
That is a hot take.
for me personally,
Got no
and I thank
backbone
God for the
on
401k, but we chasing a little bit. We chasing something else that's like
I get what you're saying.
we not.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to wait till I'm
You ain't trying to
retired.
settle on that.
You need to tap into
Nah, that's
that
real.
money. I need the money now.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
wanna wait
facts,
till I'm
facts.
fit-
We,
yeah.
so
Yeah,
we're gonna have the
that's true.
401k on the back end.
On the
That's
back-
the back
that's
end.
it. We don't have
Yeah,
to
that's
have
back
the
end
money
bread.
on the
That
side.
ain't what we
I
leaning on. We just
completely-
like
I
that's
completely
cooking
agree.
while we sleep
I
tight.
completely agree. with that.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
I completely
for
agree
sure.
with
Nah,
that.
I definitely agree. And it was what's crazy too is I thought about it. I actually had like a coworker, bro. They celebrated him working for the company for like 30 years. Keep in mind, he showed me the gift that he got, bro. Why they give him a $250 Walmart gift card?
Walmart, not even Amazon.
Not
Right,
even
working there
Amazon.
how long?
For 25 years.
$250.
$250. You ain't get a man no bonus. You ain't get a man nothing. You gave him a gift card. I said, see, that's exactly why you shouldn't be this invested into these companies today.
Man, I
It's
know.
insane.
We talk about that all the time.
Come on
Ariana
now.
and I, we
Come
talk
on
about that
now.
all
You
the
need
time.
that side hustle.
Yeah, and there just needs to be another path.
Oh,
Yeah.
has to
Especially
be.
now that like corporate is like slowly turning into something where it's very unreliable. Like people who work there for 30 years, I've seen people 30, 40, they out on their butt
Oh, yeah.
because on a spreadsheet it says they're done, AI, whatever. Like,
Yep.
and I can imagine that is so devastating because a lot of times like in corporate, people make that their personality, like the company, their personality.
Yeah.
I kind of knew like when I started in corporate, I started looking around at like what was, and I said I could never make this like my entire personality. Like
Can't.
you need a life.
Can't.
You need something else to do. Like corporate is very stable with the 9 to 5 and the health benefits and yada yada. Like that's cool, but like it's not even sustainable to think about working somewhere for 30 years at this point in the game.
No, that's your life, and you think about you giving 80 hours every 2 weeks towards that. Like, I could be putting that 80, and me and E staff talk about it all the
Yeah.
time. Like, bro, we could be putting those additional hours into
Yeah.
ourselves, and you
Yes.
can get way farther if you
Yes.
invested 10 to 15
Yes.
years worth of 80 hours into yourself. What? We'll all be
Yeah, our
millionaires.
generation is different with that though because there's so
Very.
many other avenues to make money and
Yes.
to make your life what you
Yes.
want to make it. Where it's the older generations, that's all
Yes.
they had.
No, facts. And I think we should have more confidence in telling some of these employers, hey, I got side hustles. Cause like I tell them straight up, I'm a DJ, like on the side. So some
Yeah,
some
they
some
can't
of my
take that
team,
away
they
from
be
you.
excited. Yeah, they can. And,
Yeah.
it's that, and I think we need to let go of that fear.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
we
my
ha-
boss, he knows about my podcast. He
Oh
always
yeah,
asks, he always
oh
asks
yeah.
about
East
it.
Staff, hey,
Yeah.
East Staff, tell you about that too. They
Yeah.
found out. Eric, like, bro, they didn't call me in at a meeting. You know what I'm saying? Eric, you gotta tell them about that, bro. You gotta tell them about that, bro.
I can't speak on that. Okay.
That's off the cuff.
Off the cuff,
off
but
the side.
but nah,
We'll talk about
yeah,
it after the fact.
for sure, nah, yeah, but like have a side hustle. It's okay, and it's okay to vouch on that as long as you know you cool with whatever your brand is presenting
Yeah.
behind that side hustle. You know, it's okay to tell folks about it because some of your coworkers they also want to be turned outside of work.
They do.
So
I love
I done
my
had
coworkers.
coworkers
Yeah.
pull up to my events. They like, oh my god, I done had so much fun. They come
Mind
up to
you,
me.
she was my coworker.
See what I'm
Okay.
saying? See what I'm saying?
Right,
See what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Now we
Prime
lifelong
example.
friends, podcast hosts.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, you never know.
But
You do
also
never
too
know.
on that topic, I think like one thing adulthood taught me is like there is no cookie cutter lifestyle. Like you don't have to be married at 25. You don't have to buy your
When I
first house
tell
before
you.
30. Like
Yeah.
there's no cookie cutter lifestyle in
not.
adulthood. Like you can always pivot whenever you feel the need to, no
Yeah.
matter the age. Like you're only supposed to be living for one, God, your
Amen.
purpose that God has gave you. And for yourself, like live your life. You don't have to worry about what other people are doing in their life or their timeline. Like that's what I
Life
would
is
say.
what you make it, and I
Yeah.
think that's the advantage that our generation has. Is life is really what you make it. They did not have all the tools and technologies and everything back
Yeah.
in the day. Like they had to stick to that. They literally had no other choice.
Yeah.
They had no other choice. We have so many choices now. So I feel like, stick to it, grind it out as much as you can, but don't think that just the day-to-day 9 to 5, that is not your only option. But you do have to be committed though.
Yeah.
And you have to have a purpose and you have to have that drive. And that's just real.
And
sure.
one thing I want to say though, I'm not shitting on corporate because I love
I have a corporate
love
job.
my corporate job. Like corporate has given me so many opportunities that I could have never imagined. But what I think the biggest point here is like, don't make it your identity, and it doesn't have to be your only thing. Like, there's going to be a time when you can pivot out of corporate. I know that I've been in corporate for 7 years. That doesn't mean I want to retire there when I'm 60. I have my own plans. We have this podcast. I have other ventures as well. Like,
Talk about it, okay.
but I won't talk down on corporate because it does provide you with stability and opportunity.
That's it.
No, I'll never talk down on it because like when I work in corporate and I enjoy my job and stuff like that, and it gives me the benefits, and it's given me lifelong friends and all those type of things, and it also gives you that where you show up in a room a little bit differently, you're articulate, all those type of things. So but I'm just saying that's not the only choice. Yeah. Where I feel like as before, past generations, sometimes it's like corporate, factory, whatever, like those are the only options. Now you have so many different things you could do, and I think that's a blessing. Also a curse, but I think it's a blessing.
I think you just leverage it to help sharpen your skills and then transfer those skills over to whatever you're doing in your side hustle. Because I do feel like, from corporate, you learn how to create executive presentations. You learn how to, speak on a higher level, on the executive level. You learn, how to organize and cross-functionally work with teams. You transfer that over to your side hustle. Now you running presentations for top Fortune 500, Fortune 100 brands for them to invest in your business, right? So it's a lot of transferable skills. We just got to continue to sharpen ourselves and challenge ourselves in that corporate space and learn not to succumb to becoming just workers and yes men, but take advantage of your career while you in it. Like, don't just be the one to do it all and just be, all right, okay, I'll do it, I'll get it now. Like, say no for sure. If it don't make sense, don't do it. Because a lot of times, a lot of them higher up folks will take advantage of your naiveness, and they will give you something that don't make sense, and you do it, and then they like, I want it done a different way. Now you got to throw another 4 hours back into that presentation when you could have just asked all your questions up front, got it out the way to make sure once you get it done, that's it.
For sure.
So yeah.
And then I guess this is just like a question for anybody, but like, at what point did you realize like adulting is just figuring it out as you go? Like, you're not going to have the answers to everything. Like, what point did you realize that?
Probably around like 25, I would say, for me personally. I would say this, everybody, like y'all said, I think y'all spoke on like getting a house, getting married, all that and some. We're living in I think you said something said on the end of our podcast where like, what did you say? You said something like, we're living in like misunderstood times. So what was your exact words?
Geopolitical, socio-economical,
Yeah.
something like that. It was a long word.
Yeah, but
unprecedented, maybe that's what I said.
Okay.
I think something
but
like that.
we living in like weird times where no path is like normal. Like we falling out of normalcy a lot of times, where it's like you really just gotta live for you and make sure you happy in your life and your grind. Honestly, you do gotta work hard. Don't get me wrong, but I would say from this learning this life right now is this. It's just I would say a gamble in a way almost, because you never know how it's gonna map up. Like in my life, I feel like I'm overly blessed where it could have went 100 different routes, but God kept me on a course that's like unbelievable at times. Like even just coming from Indiana with Lou, I like would have never thought of that in a million years. Like even this Mathis in the last 6 months, it's been kind of like life changing. So I'm just blessed.
For sure.
What about you, Mathis?
Okay.
What was the question again?
At what age did you realize like adulting was just figuring it out as you go?
Like as soon as I got out of college, it hit me straight upside the head. I was living in Seattle and I didn't have it figured out.
You lived in Seattle?
Oh, I did a year in Seattle. It was crazy.
Coming
from Atlanta?
Side note, how was that though?
I feel like that would be a culture shock coming from Atlanta.
Oh, for sure. What they was, I'm a DJ. They was listening to like 2000s pop. Like I was hearing "Just Hold On, We're Going Home" by Drake. Oftentimes, there was no Lil Baby, no Gunna.
That's about right.
No Future, none of that. But I will say though, they had a lot of trails to hike, a lot of mountains to climb, a lot of things to see. So it kind of turned my green thumb on. But at my job, I was working from home too, and I just realized having a lot of candid conversations with my leadership teams. I'm just like, bro, don't nobody really got it together. It's just like y'all only speaking on what y'all do know. And if I ask any question, sometimes they be like, honestly, I don't really know the answer to that.
And I love that answer though. I'd rather someone say that than try to like
straight up. So yeah, it hit me then. And once I realized that, I felt like I had a level of reassurance because coming out of college and having that social hierarchy and that social capital, you almost have what they call it. I can't remember what they call it. But you get that shock, like you no longer that man no more. You become a freshman in real life.
Yeah.
So after learning that and sitting back and looking around, like, yeah, now everybody is just on the same playing field. It's just all about like who gonna work the hardest to get the outcome that they desire. I'm like, all right, cool. I could be settled in this.
You know, right after college, I think so for me, like when I graduated college, the transition was hard for me, and I definitely had like post-grad depression and stuff.
Sure.
Because I realized that like for 4 years I was in the same position as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We're like going to class, maybe somebody had an internship, blah 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 blah, cool. But after college, it's like everyone's life diverges in different directions.
Fast.
Some people move across the country. Some people move to another country. Like there's some people you never hear from again. And I like had this epiphany on graduation day. I was like, wow, this is the last time I will be in the same space with all these people again. Because some people, you know, it's like I went to North Carolina A&T, so some people come back to homecoming every year. Some people never come back. So this is the last time I'm in the space with all these people ever. Like there's people who never come back. People have families. People go corporate. People go broke. People lose their life. Like there's so many different paths. And it's like just realizing that everyone is like living a different life. It's like the word that Brent Faiyaz has. What is it? No, it's like his alter ego. I can't remember the word.
I think you're the biggest Brent fan here.
Girl, and I can't. It's like on the tip of my tongue.
Sonder.
That's what it's called. Sonder. Thank you. Sonder. It's when you're like you realize that everybody else has a life as complex as yours. Yeah. So you're walking down the hallway, you see the janitor. His life is as complex as yours. Sure. He has people he loves. He has people he hates. He has grief. He has all this stuff. And it's like Sonder is just that feeling of like, wow, like I'm not alone in this world and how I'm feeling. To piggyback off of that, like every feeling that you've ever had, somebody else has had. Even when you feel alone, But
no, like literally, I'm not gonna lie. I learned from Reddit because I spent a lot of time on Reddit. Nobody has an original experience. I promise anything that you have been through, somebody else has experienced.
Somebody else has had it.
I be seeing TikToks. I be like, damn, is this about me?
It's super niche,
right?
Is Reddit like Twitter?
So Reddit is like...
It's not. It's like a blog. It's like
a blog where basically like anybody can comment. You can post something in there and then you'll have like 100 people respond back. Yeah.
And there's different forums for different stuff.
It's good. You should get on it sometimes. If you Google something, I know you read a Reddit post before.
I'll be seeing it like on YouTube when like streamers be on like do like desktop streams.
Yeah.
And they get a lot of information.
Like, you can learn so much stuff on Reddit. Yes, absolutely. I love Reddit, but there's also a dark side to Reddit, so be careful.
For real.
There is some very dark stuff on there. Trust me. But yes, so we're gonna go into segment number 3. Unpopular truths. So everyone answers. No wrong answers, no right answers, no judgment. Okay, so what is a life rule society pushes that you honestly don't believe in? And this could be like you said, unpopular opinion, unpopular truth. Like, what's tea?
Don't look at me.
Say whatever.
Yeah.
It's an unpopular truth. People may not agree. I might not agree. Shoot, I'll tell you.
You supposed to be married by like 30. I think that's one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was 25.
Then you're supposed to work your whole life.
Yeah.
Okay, dig deeper.
Ooh. I think the whole persona around like it's supposed to be like 100% on the man to take care of everything, and then the woman just kind of chill. You know what I'm saying? This my man. He got 5 jobs. I don't need this. Like that's something. I think
that's super outdated.
Yeah,
I think that's like back when women couldn't have like credit cards or like do anything, where it's like the men had to come home, like men had to make money and the women just had to sit there.
Hate to be one of these and hate to have one of these conversations. However, that's why I always say like it really depends on the structure of your household and your partnership. Yeah. Because there are some instances where that does work. However, on the flip side, like yes, the man doesn't have to provide everything, but men be wanting not to provide everything but still expect everything from a woman in terms of like all of the domestic and household things, and that's not fair either. Like I do recognize that this generation has changed. Like, you know, women work. Actually, if you look at statistics, women are becoming the most successful.
Yes,
especially Black women. To add that in,
and more leadership, more CEOs,
and the quickest at that.
Yep.
Thank you.
So I will say that. However, I do think it's unfair when men still have the belief of like, yeah, but my woman gotta clean and cook everything. Da, da, da. Like if it's gonna be a partnership, it's gonna be a partnership. You gonna help where I need help, and I'm gonna help
Right.
where you need help, and
Right.
that's
Right.
that's it.
Can I
Nah.
speak on that?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Like, I don't know. I'm still like old school when it comes to that. I still believe in like a man should take care of everything. I seen my
Thank you.
father and my stepfather take care of everything.
Period.
So that's just how I grew up. You know what I mean? I feel where Matt just said, like, you know what I mean, we live in different times. So it just, and you said too, it just all falls under your household.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really, and I know I be laughing and joking about like 50-50. I don't really believe in 50-50, but you know what I mean, you do what you gotta do in your household. But
Yeah.
I feel like at least go 70-30 with a woman, because I feel like women can't truly ever respect you if you going 50-50. And like you said, why would your girl want to clean up or
Yeah.
do the extra stuff in the house and you're not even a real provider?
Nah, that's real. I think, in my opinion, I just always view my shorty like she ain't gotta have like a 9 to 5, but she at least gotta have a main side hustle.
Yeah.
Like, and then too, I also realize that I can't expect for my woman to clean and cook every day because she's human too. She gonna get burnt out. She gonna get tired, right? But I also do expect, okay, if I'm giving up, you know, paying all of the bills and providing, I don't want it to seem as if you just going out and kicking it and having a motherfucking blast, and I'm at the crib working my ass off, and then there's no emotional support when I need you there, because that also is something that I feel like, you know, us as men, we struggle with from getting from our women, is that emotional support. We may have expectations to clean house, whatever, but I think it boils down to how emotionally supportive are you when it comes to your man. Because yeah, we take on that pressure and that responsibility, but that comes with a lot of weight that we carry every single day we leave, we step out the house. You got society looking at you different. Obviously, you know, we all deal with corporate America, so we all work 10 times harder. Obviously, women got to work 15 times harder, in my opinion, when it comes to corporate America. But it's like, okay, the man got to provide for the crib. He got to also be emotionally strong for everybody in there. Like, as soon as something get thrown off of me, that could throw off the whole household. And I need to be sure that my woman can sense that and instantly know how to support me from an emotional and mental standpoint. Because men, just as much as men can provide, they also can lose their mind while they providing. And that's something that I think we don't talk about enough. So
Because
Yeah,
he's
that
speaking
is true.
facts. Because like this generation, we probably live in the generation where we live in so much of a. This probably the most lack of consideration generation we ever had before. Like it's all me, I. It's like so self-centered more than anything, and it's real. Like nobody believe in team no more.
Yeah.
Doing it with a group, like freaking. I don't even. Everything I do is because of the guys and trying to take care of the team. Like what you call them, it's never been like this. Oh, this for staff, the big MF. Or like, nah, it's like what you call them. We taking care of each other, and I feel like we lack that big time in this generation.
To add on to your point, though, I do feel like this generation is very self-centered. Like, at first, when I used to see it, like, it was years ago. I was, like, younger, but I would, like, a kiki about it when they would be like, this is my world. Who else is supposed to revolve around there? I'd be like, yeah, this is my world. But it's like, no. Like, yes, like, you have your own life and you have your own identity, but it's like, at the end of the day, like, you're a part of somebody else's world, too. Like, you're somebody's support system. You have people in your world, too. So it's like, you have to be there for others. Everything can't be about you. Like, so it's like, while this is your world, quote unquote, like, your world consists of other people, and you consist of other people's world. You know?
I agree.
That's real.
I would like to answer a life rule society pushes that I don't believe. I don't believe that women and men should be judged differently for promiscuity. So what do I mean by that? I feel like a man can go out and have 50, 60, 70 bodies and he still feels as if he's desirable and that he can settle down with a good woman and da-da-da. But if a girl has that same thing going on, like she's like the whore of Babylon.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I don't want a man who has that, you know, and I've had this debate with my cousins before where there's like, it's different for women. I'm like, yeah, but it's like also not. I absolutely do not believe that. I feel like it should be leveled playing field, you know, regardless of your beliefs. I think it's funny that a lot of men, you know, suffer from the Madonna whore complex where they want like a freaky virgin, which doesn't make sense. They want to like go out and do whatever they want to do for all the years they want to do it, and then they want to come home to a girl who has one body or zero bodies. That doesn't make
Right.
And I will say
any sense.
And I will say to your point too, I feel like it's like that with cheating. I don't condone cheating from men or women, but it's like men feel like, oh, if I cheated, she should take me back. But if a woman cheated, she is like untouchable, and it's because she was emotionally attached and X, Y, and Z. And it's like, I don't believe in that double standard. Nobody should be cheating anyway, but it's like if you're cheating and she's cheating, it's no different. Y'all are both cheating. You're stepping out on your partners regardless of what the reason was. But I don't feel like with women it's always emotional and she was so attached to the man. Like, no.
I feel what y'all.
I see some slurs.
I feel what y'all saying. I truly do.
Hold it in.
No, you don't.
What you call it?
Okay.
That's a really deep conversation. Honestly, at the end of the day, like you said, cheating. You know what I mean? For men and women, if somebody cheat, you should never continue a relationship. You should just leave.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But
leave.
it is a difference on. I feel like the type of feelings and stuff like that.
So why is there a difference, Staff? Break it down for us.
Please. I'd like
That's
to
a
know.
deeper conversation. I'm sure y'all want to touch on that.
You know, if we're going to do one topic, let's do that one then. Come on.
What you call it? When I feel like, I'm not a cheater. You feel me? I live an honorable life for anybody wondering. But
protect the brand.
Always protect the brand.
Got to.
Yeah, you got to.
Got to.
Honorable
Disclaimer.
life. But no, when a man do cheat, and he shouldn't. So I just want to throw that out there. He might slip up off temptation and everything, and he might not even have no feelings for that lady. You know what I mean? If we're being
What
real.
if I don't have feelings for a man and I just had temptation? Oh, okay, because I was wondering, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like women, they could be lusty too.
There are a lot of lustful women.
What if I just see a big, strong man in the club, but I'm in a relationship, but he oiled up? Like, what am I? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the same thing. It's like, okay, you see, you at the club, you a little drunk,
like.
you see a BBL walk past,
we
like,
is living in different times now too. Because I done see some stuff where I be like, dang, that's how the world is nowadays.
It's
What you call them?
Yeah.
Women might be cheating, might not have no feelings. So I believe it because I be trying to. I ain't gonna fake it. I be like on social media. I know what's going on, but sometimes I be tucked away. Like I be saying stuff to my homies or like my family, and I be like, they really out here doing this, like, and I be like like I be like in real shock. Like I be like, oh my God, this is real life. This is what we living in. Like it be insane stuff I be seeing.
I mean, I say like, ultimately, when it comes to, I guess it was a lot that was just said, so it's a lot to unpack from all of that. But I think when it comes to that association of like, okay, how we look at women when it comes to, okay, she done had a couple 10, 20 bodies and she done been, it's the man's association with her emotional connection to these other men. And that's where we go wrong, because when it comes to our association with women, men are very logical. And we also got to realize men are more logical and women lean more emotional. Now, there are women who are both. Those are what I call the players, the pimps, right? Women can be players and pimps as well. Yeah. You feel me? They can run game on men too. They can manipulate men too. Talk about it. But it's just a simple fact of that. You know, as men, we look at it like, dang, like she done gave it up, this used now, like this.
But I can say the same about a man.
For sure, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it go both ways. So it's all about how mature are you about the realization and the realities of, just as much as I've done bad, I can't judge somebody else for doing equally that or less or worse. Because now we leaning into that God characteristic where you really can't judge nobody, and you don't got that right. But too many men are trying to be glorified like God, and that is also a problem. And too many women are trying to glorify men like they gods.
Now wait a minute, hold on. That's a word.
Come on now,
that's
come
a
on
word.
Now, because
that's a word,
and that's the biggest problem.
That is so true.
I just
wait
talked
a minute.
Come on,
you
I just talked.
something.
Hey,
okay, because me and my homegirls, we be talking about this, and I think we talked about this when we went to Houston for Desiree or whatever. I think Bree had said something. We're just like, the way certain women act over men is just insane.
It's crazy.
Like, we're just like,
it's crazy.
But yes, I do think that, and I also think there was like an odd shift during the pandemic. I don't know what happened, but I just saw women getting a little bit too desperate. Just a little bit. Like they just started throwing themselves at men, and the dynamic just shifted. And I've never, I'm not old, but I've never seen anything like it.
I say men, it's men too though. Men, because I ain't gonna fake it. I tell the homies all the time, I feel like men, so I use the word too much. They suckers.
Sassy.
Like,
sassy.
I ain't gonna say sassy, but I say like this.
Wrist flippers.
It's just it's too many suckers out here. Like I get like real like I ain't gonna say aggravated, but it kind of like make me like dang like these women really out here got bro like losing himself for
for sure
out here looking bad.
Yeah,
Like it's like it's irritating in a way. Like,
but I will say the man's Achilles is it be them one shorties in our life that'll get us to that point that'll cause us to tweak out.
They talk about it in the Bible.
And it'll be
this isn't new. It's not new. It's
sure.
biblical.
It's
They talk about it. Hey.
Okay, so before we get too far in, we're going to do the hot take roundtable before we go into the games. But with this one, I just want you to say yes or no and then one sentence why. Okay? So I'm going to start this way, and then me and Sydney are going to switch off with questions. So 1, Jalen, is college overrated?
Yes.
Why? 2 sentences.
That isn't the only path that you have to take in your life.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, me, is college overrated? No, I feel like you should always get your education. Yeah.
No, please be educated.
Steph?
yes.
Why?
Losing,
1 sentence.
losing value by the year.
Okay. Okay. Sydney, going to the next hot take.
Social media has made people less interesting.
Yes. Because it has become a place where people glorify their fantasies and their successes, and it causes them to not have no type of story behind anything that they're doing.
Yes, because I feel like everybody is trying to be similar like the next person, so everybody is the same, so they're less interesting.
Very true.
Yes, I'm tired of the get ready with me. I don't want to get ready with you. Leave me alone.
It ain't no 50-50.
No, it's yes or no.
I say no.
Why?
1 sentence.
Because some people created stardom on social media that you are interested in.
All right.
Okay. Next, networking is more important than talent.
Yes, because it's about who you know and who knows you.
Yes, I'm going to agree with that same answer. Knowing somebody can get you in the door before your qualifications sometimes.
No, because some people who network suck still. Like, just because you know somebody don't mean that you like that. Like, period.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Steph?
You said is networking more important than talent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, because you can be the most talented person in the world, but if nobody knows you, it don't matter.
Okay, period.
And the concept, I can't even. I can't.
Nope,
only
one
gotta say
sentence.
One sentence. This is the hot take.
Okay, most people don't actually want success. They want the appearance of success.
Most people don't actually want success.
They just want the appearance.
Yes. People not willing to really work for it.
Yes.
No worries about that.
Yeah.
Duh.
I'm going to say yes. I feel like people want to perform so they get a reaction and validation from somebody, but don't always want something for themselves.
Yes, people are literally getting married just for Instagram posts.
Oh.
We all say yes because this is the most laziest generation of all time.
For surely.
Well, I don't know.
All right, next hot take. Being liked is holding a lot of people back.
Yes, because you are no longer acting or being your true self and your true identity. You're succumbing to what others' opinions of you are, and that's not the real you.
Period.
I'm going to say yes because I feel like people crave validation and really want people to like them. So it kind of brings out this people-pleasing thing. So, yeah.
Yes, because of what they said, but no, because I never cared. Go
Ooh,
ahead.
I ain't never cared.
I say yes because being liked through the years can really deteriorate your route.
For sure.
Last one.
Is hustle culture toxic, or are some people just simply unwilling to work hard?
That's kind of a hard one.
I have my answer.
Are some people willing to not work, or are just some people willing to not work hard?
Are some people simply unwilling to work hard?
That's a yes or no?
Yeah, like is hustle culture toxic, or are some people simply unwilling to work hard?
That ain't a yes or no then. Or, I think people are unwilling to work hard for what they dream and aspire to do. So.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to say hustle culture is kind of toxic because in the Bible it does talk about rest and basically, slowing down sometimes. And I feel like hustle culture teaches you to just move, go. And that's not always what you need to be doing in that stage.
Yeah, I do think hustle culture is toxic. Like people can literally die from burnout.
I don't believe in hustle culture is toxic because at the end of the day, a black man got to work every day.
Hey, man. So does a black woman.
Okay.
All right, so let's get into our little games. It's a little surprise.
Yeah, because y'all surprised us with some games at y'all last one. So we was like, you know what? Let's surprise them with some games
Yeah,
this
you
time.
ready?
Okay? And only y'all are playing the games.
Yeah, we just ain't here. It's
Yeah.
okay. So we're gonna play plead the fifth. So everybody gets 3 questions. You must answer, but you can only use plead the fifth only once.
All right.
So
Only once.
Only one.
To
You can
all
only
three of them.
use.
All right,
yes.
all right,
Okay.
bet.
You do Jalen. And I'll
Okay,
do
Jalen.
Wait, why I don't like that?
Y'all don't have 3 different questions.
Jalen, who is the most overrated celebrity?
That's a hard one.
Is it
Overrated?
overrated?
I know you be seeing people on your timeline and be like, why are they even famous?
Ray J.
Ray J? I think he's hilarious, actually.
Overrated.
Ray J.
Very
Well,
not
Wish
all the way
ain't
there,
that?
but he's funny. He's
Overrated.
hilarious.
One Wish ain't that?
He's entertaining.
One Wish is that, but I feel like now he's
Right?
he's
One Wish
becoming-
is that.
He's becoming something that he's really not. Like he just got in the ring and fought.
That
Like,
was
what are you
terrible.
doing?
Absolutely
What are you doing?
terrible.
Like, let's not talk about also the baby mama drama and how he was abusive to
Yeah,
his wife and
that's
all of
not
that.
cool.
Then
Ooh,
tried
child.
Yeah,
to
that's true.
make up some lies about how he wasn't doing all that. Then got his kid snatched from him. But hey,
Okay.
what do I know?
What else, Sydney? You do 2 more for Jalen.
Okay, 2
Am I
more.
gonna go all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll get to him.
not
What's a toxic trait you worked on?
You only complete the 5th one time.
Just once.
What's the toxic trait I've worked on?
Yes.
Man, gotta put me on the spot with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I plead the 5th.
Okay.
Okay. Have you ever ghosted somebody?
Hell yeah,
Why? Same, but why?
for sure.
Hey, but why?
I mean, it's just one of the things where it's like, yeah, I'm realizing this connection ain't what I
Right, I got
intended
nothing
it
more
for
to
it be.
say.
So it's like I don't have nothing more for you.
So we couldn't say no. We couldn't have communication and be like, yeah,
Nah,
this isn't what I
it ain't gonna
intended
work
it to
because she
be.
already.
I mean, if
she
I just
already,
got your number, I don't feel like I need to explain it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. And it, for me, it's just like you see my actions.
You say,
You
hell
feel
yeah.
me? You see I ain't been hitting you up, texting your line all the time.
Like, I'm taking 8 hours
You know
to
what I'm
text
saying?
back.
You see you ain't went out on a
Girl,
date
I
in a
don't want you.
while.
He said,
so
pick up when I put
Stop.
down.
it just ain't there.
You see, we ain't going on a
yeah,
date in
it
a
ain't
while.
there. It ain't
Woo,
there.
child.
It ain't
All
there.
right, staff, let's put you in the hot seat.
I'm sweating a little bit, yeah.
What's a controversial opinion that you stand by?
I got too many of them.
You can only plead the 5th once.
I'm gonna get myself in trouble. I'll plead the 5th.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I couldn't do the first one.
What's the worst date you ever been on?
Ooh, tea time.
I ain't really had no bad days, if I'm being real with you.
Really?
Oh, really?
I feel like I
I
always.
got a story to tell.
I feel like for me, can I explain myself or I'm gonna get one sentence?
Go ahead.
He understand.
Give a
He
couple
understand.
sentences.
What you call them?
2
Because
sentences.
I feel like for me, I always been a person, if I don't really like you or I ain't really got to talk on the phone with you, then I'm not even going to take you out. You feel me?
okay.
I feel like I
Betty.
have had some days where
Good
it's
Betty.
like, they head might not all the way be in it, so it might make the date dull, but I haven't had nothing where I'm like, oh, this crap was terrible. You know what I mean?
Okay. And last one. Who is the most overrated celebrity to you? I know y'all be seeing people on your
Like,
timeline
come
and be
on,
like, why are
like-
they famous? I can name a couple.
I have a few in my head
Krishan
right now.
Rock. Like, are they even celebrities?
Rock.
Is she a celebrity for real?
Yeah, because
Krishan is.
now,
Oh no! Say that out loud.
No!
Say it.
Why?
You already said
This
it. You
ain't
gotta
about
say
me!
it. You gotta
He
say
in the
it.
hot seat!
Now-
She said my girl Mariah the scientist.
No, I did not!
And I love me some
Well,
You know
Mariah
what?
the
Okay, fine, I did.
Scientist.
You know what? Fine shit, I did. Fuck it, I
got
said it.
that
I said it. Mariah the Scientist.
Fever.
Oh, you
Cold ass
I like,
I just,
you-
you know what? It's not about me. It's
told
about
you-
you. You right. Don't get. Hey,
Who is it? Who is it?
you.
while we talking about her, I like when she do her little two-step dance.
Tight.
There
Yeah.
was so many beautiful women on there doing that. Suck it. Don't they do the salute?
Oh Lord.
I was into that.
Hey.
That blue
You gotta
Who?
give your answer. You
Yes.
gotta
What?
give your
And you
answer.
cannot
Yeah, come
plead the 5th because you already
Most
did.
overrated celebrity.
Yeah.
I say these streamers.
They're not celebrity. Well, like Kai
Well, they
Cenat.
are, I
Yeah,
guess. Yes.
cool.
Give
They
one
become
stream
I actually kind
specifically.
of like Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat.
The
kinda
No Neck
cool.
J. I just seen him on my timeline.
Who
No
is
Nick
that?
J. Oh.
No, what's the dude we blocked on the eating dude with the dreads, the big buff dude.
Ooh.
I don't even know
The
them
nigga would
streamers
just
like
be
that.
doing whatever.
He just be eating everything.
I hate
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I
Yeah.
hate him.
Yeah.
Lou hate him too.
Okay.
All right, let's get into our last game. We got a couple minutes left. You get 5 seconds each to answer these questions. Jalen, I'm gonna go with you. Okay? Drake or Kendrick?
Drake.
Text or call?
Call.
Biggest green flag?
Biggest green flag?
Yep.
You love live music.
Okay.
Okay. Biggest red flag?
You suck at communicating your emotions.
Period. Last thing you Googled?
How do I get rich from DJing?
Okay. Most overrated social media app?
Most overrated social media app?
Yeah.
Snapchat.
Okay. One conspiracy theory you believe?
I think Michael Jackson's still alive.
What? Tupac.
Okay.
Tupac, no, I lied. I think Tupac's still alive.
He definitely live. He in Cuba.
Yes, that was
Okay.
it. That was it. That was it.
If you could ban one dating trend tomorrow, what would it be?
If I could ban one dating trend tomorrow, what would it be? Damn. One dating trend tomorrow, what would it be? Oh, men paying for all the dates.
What's a hill you'll die on?
What's a what?
What is a hill you'll die on?
A hill I'll die on?
Yeah. Something you think is right no matter what nobody say.
It's okay to have difficult conversations and not blow up on each other.
Okay, that's a good one.
All right. Staff. Drake or Kendrick?
Drake,
Text or call?
call me.
Biggest green flag?
I'm a likable guy.
What? Okay. Biggest red flag?
She don't know how to vibe in any room.
Okay. Last thing you Googled?
How to work through being tired.
Okay. Most overrated social media app?
Snapchat.
What? Y'all both can't say. Okay. One conspiracy theory you believe?
The government. What you call it?
Tell us what the government
Wait.
did. Let's start it.
Can I speak on the government? On your
Yes.
I honestly think it's the Illuminati.
Okay. If you could ban one dating trend tomorrow, what would it be?
Social media couples.
Okay. What's the hill you'll die on?
The men and women are equal.
Wait. When you think we're equal?
No, we're not.
That's
Get
a
out.
Good one.
Get
That's
out.
a good one.
What do you mean by that?
I meant like more like roles, like
Okay.
more like-
Okay.
But nobody is above the
Yeah,
other.
they
No,
finna
not
get-
in
hey,
that space. I'm saying
hey,
like
Okay,
She'll
just
finna
like,
get on
I
tank
don't
mode.
know. What do you
I
mean
meant
by
like-
that?
I meant
They both
like-
said, we'll elaborate.
Yeah.
Right. We
Cause
said.
What do you mean by that?
They gonna stand it up.
They're gonna cancel me, so I want to be more clear. Gender roles, people be trying to put gender roles equal. Like I believe men supposed to do certain things, women supposed to do certain things.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
All right, so it has really been a blast just having
Yeah.
you guys on.
For
Like,
sure.
we love the conversations we have with you guys. And we kind of just have a closing question for you. Sydney, go ahead and tell us.
If someone watches this episode a year from now, what's one message you hope they take away from this conversation?
Go ahead, Eric.
I would say just keep believing in yourself, man. Through everything you do, I would say that's one thing 2026 has taught me. The sky's the limit, and I would say that God is real. So put God first and just chase your dreams. And I would say just create you a team that's on the same path as you, believes in you, and they believe in themselves. Because I feel like in this journey, if you really chase it, it's a lot of people that you think I'm over here running nose. There's a lot in this world.
Both sneezing.
In this world, you see a lot of people doing a lot of things, but they not really doing it. Honestly, it's a lot more consumers than doers. So if you really get out there and you go do it, you'll definitely will see. You know what I mean? It's a difference. You know what I mean? Every path of life is so many people I thought as I got older and start getting these rooms where I'm like, dang, they so big time. And you get in there and they really not doing nothing. So just believe in yourself and just be great, man.
Amen.
Mine would have to be glorify God and stop glorifying people. Like,
Amen.
stop trying to chase after that shorty or trying to look good for that shorty or trying to spend it on that shorty. Like, chase after God. He gonna send you what you need. He gonna provide the shorty that you need and that you looking for. And I mean, at the end of the day, you gonna be your best advocate and self-motivator. You can't expect that from everybody in this world. You can't look to your right and expect that person to be cheering you on 110%. You got to be your biggest fan. So that's it.
Amen. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the coffee.
Before you end it, can we give you y'all flowers too?
For
Yes,
sure.
actually,
Let's
thank you.
definitely give
We
y'all
just
y'all
want to say we
flowers.
appreciate y'all a lot. Just having a
Definitely.
song, you know what I mean? Freaking the devil's really working on. I feel like this myself not getting me here, but because two things happened where I was like almost had to cancel, but I really wanted to do this, and I like how y'all operate and y'all vibe. My mom was just talking about y'all a couple days ago, and she said she just really like, you know what I mean. Y'all look, y'all move like black educated women, and she
Well,
really
we
likes
are.
that. So what
Thank
you call
you.
them, a lot of people seeing what y'all doing, and I just want to let y'all know this in this space keep being great. You feel me? This is different, and y'all are giving a different conversation where I would say it's not it's not the norm. You know what I mean? I think y'all hold yourself to a higher standard where black young girls can look at y'all and see like,
Yeah.
I want to be like them one day. So keep doing what y'all doing. I salute y'all.
Yeah,
Oh,
nah, for
thank
sure. I think that y'all
Why
have
we
an
both-
amazing y'all funny as hell. Y'all have an amazing energy about yourself. I do feel like, every time I step into the room, it's truly being bask in God's presence because you're dealing with talented individuals who take they craft serious, and not many women collaborate and are serious about it. Some like Eric talked about, like only 10% people make it past 10 episodes. So the fact that y'all in here even after y'all jobs late at night, putting in the hours, putting in the work, and investing into yourself on a side hustle tip, that shows a lot about how much y'all believe in yourself. So for sure, y'all deserve all the
Thank you
flowers and
guys so
more.
much. We really
for real.
enjoy having you guys. And with that,
Till next time, we'll see y'all on our next Candid Conversations.
Bye.